Debbie Reynolds with Rocky Mountain Lodge, and I've got a helper with me today. This is my granddaughter, Abby. She's going to be helping me today, and we're going to be making bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers for you today. One of the most popular things that I make as holiday appetizers and a must for Super Bowl parties and New Year's Eve parties. And we're just going to get right into this. And one more thing before we get right into this is you can find the recipe on our website at RockyMountainLodge.com, and you can also find it in our cookbook, Rocky Mountain Lodge and Cabin's More Favorite Recipes. Just go to our website, RockyMountainLodge.com, click on the gift shop tab, and you can purchase this cookbook there. And if you enter the promo code Facebook Cooking, you can take $5 off. So go ahead and purchase that, and then you'll have the recipe there. Otherwise, you can click on our recipes tab on our website and find this recipe there. So a couple tips that I want to show you about jalapeno poppers are how to tell if they're going to be a hot pepper or if they're going to be a mild pepper. There are actually a couple of different ways to know. So I'm going to get my little videographer here to come and zoom in. You can see this pepper right here has some little ribs and little imperfections. You can see those. I don't know, can you see those on there? Okay, all those little, they almost look like stretch marks. These are called striations, and they grow on jalapenos. The longer they sit on the vine, they will get these, and that means they're going to be a hotter pepper. Peppers that are smooth and clean and don't have any striations or stretch marks per se are going to be more mild peppers. I do have some better pictures that you can see on our website on the recipes page that I have for my jalapeno poppers. You'll be able to see these in more detail. The picture there is better. I had a little bit of a hard time trying to find hot ones at the store when I went this time. And then a couple of other things that you always want to do when you're working with jalapenos is you want to wear gloves. My assistant already has her gloves on here. But these are just cheap gloves that I get from like a beauty supply store. I buy them in bulk, you know, like 100 in a package or something. And they're pretty inexpensive, but you want to wear these because they'll protect your hands from getting hot and spicy, especially if you're going to touch your face or your eyes. No, you don't want to do that. So wear gloves, just cheapy disposable gloves are great. So Abby's already got hers on, I've got mine on. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our jalapeno poppers. And I've got 6 here. The recipe calls for 6 jalapeno peppers, and we'll go over everything else later. So I'm just going to cut these in half. And then we're going to take out the seeds, and this is where Abby is going to help me. So to get the seeds out, you're going to see how there's this middle ribbing here and the seeds. You just want to get out that ribbing and the seeds because that's going to be the really hot part. So we're just going to take this off, and I like to keep a little garbage bowl on the counter when I'm doing these. I've already got some in there because I already made a batch that I just pulled out of the oven right before we started, and you'll get to see those. And so Abby's going to work on these. Once we get them out, we're going to set them here. Actually, I'm going to spray that first. I take my cookie sheet and I line it with foil just for easy cleanup, and then I'm just going to spray this rack with nonstick cooking spray just to help them not to stick, and then it'll make the cleanup a little easier. And so we're going to put these on this pan here. So Abby, you want to make sure and get all of this little ribbing and these seeds out because that's the really hot part. And then we have more room for the filling to go in there. And this is the first time Abby's done these, right? So she's very excited to help me. I think this is the first time she's actually even helped me with a video. Is this the first time you've helped me do a cooking video? Yes, the first time she's helped me do a cooking video, but she has helped me do lots of cooking. What's the favorite thing that we've cooked together that you like?
I don't know.
Cookies. We make a lot of cookies together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're working on this together, I thought maybe we were going to have another helper today. But we don't. That's okay. So we'll just do this. And so while she's working on this, I'll help her out here in just a little bit. We already talked about hot peppers and how to tell if they're hot or mild. Most of these are on the milder side. When my son-in-laws get together for the holidays, I think we got them all. I think we got 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so when my son-in-laws get together, they always like to try to find the hottest ones. It's kind of like a competition with them. They'll be like, oh, that was a really hot one. Or like, nah, that wasn't so bad. They like the hot ones. Do you like them hotter or more mild, Abby?
I don't know.
You like them all?
Yeah.
She was all excited when she came over because she's going to get to eat some of these today. She says she loves them.
I do.
So what's your favorite appetizer that we make during the holidays?
Jalapeno poppers?
Jalapeno poppers. Have you had the buffalo wings?
Yeah, but I just don't like how sticky they are.
Oh, how sticky
I like
buffalo.
how they taste, but I don't like how sticky.
Oh, you like to be nice and neat. Yes, you're the neat one. All right. So while Abby's working on these, I'm going to show you what else we're going to put in here. We're going to put in some cream cheese and cheddar cheese. I'll let Abby finish working on this. So while she's doing that, I'll get the filling together. So what we have is we have 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, about 2 tablespoons of sharp cheddar cheese. Now you can change that up if you want. You can use a pepper jack cheese, a Colby jack cheese, mild cheddar, whatever you want. I actually have some before that I made that I had extra. I need a little bit more, but that's not going to be enough for all of these. So we're just going to put these in here. It's just that cheddar cheese. I actually don't really exactly measure my cheddar cheese. I just kind of grab a handful. That's kind of close to 2 tablespoons, but it's probably a little more, and I think that's just fine. And when I was buying jalapenos at the grocery store, I saw a guy there buying peppers also, and we got into a little conversation about what we put in our poppers and how we make them. And I was telling him how you could tell if they're going to be hot or mild. But he says he always likes to put chorizo in his jalapeno poppers. And so if you want to add something like that, some chorizo or some other kind of meat or any other kind of fillers to this, just make sure that you cook them first and they're cooled. Otherwise it's going to melt all your cheese. Alright, so that's what we're going to put inside these poppers. Abby's almost done. She's got a couple left. I'll just do this last one. You're doing good there. This is why I need a helper. I don't have enough time to do it all during the video. Or you'd be sitting here watching me peel these and clean them out for a long time. So we just get all of those out. I like to try to keep some of the stems on. They look pretty when you take them out. Alright. Okay, so we got them all on there, Abby? Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay, so we're going to just put the rest of this in here into our little garbage bowl and set that aside. And so now, Abby, what we're going to do is we're going to fill these. And so just take a spoon and just fill them pretty full. I like to pack them pretty full. So about like this. There's a spoon, so you can go ahead and fill those. And so so there's other things that you can put inside there if you want, and I'll help you work on that too. And then once we get all of these filled, we are going to wrap them with bacon. Everything's better with bacon, right? Okay. Now, the filling is going to vary a little bit depending on the size of your jalapenos. Like 4 ounces of cream cheese and about 2 tablespoons of cheddar cheese are fine if you have all small poppers. If you have big poppers, you're going to need a little bit more cream filling in there. And then if you're going to have extra stuff inside like chorizo or anything, or sausage, spicy hot sausage in there, you're going to want to make sure that you have more poppers because you're going to have more filling. So just kind of, I always end up having extra cream cheese filling, but you can't really go wrong. Sometimes I'll throw it in my mashed potatoes, the extra cream cheese and cheddar cheese. It's a great way to use that up, is to just throw it in some mashed potatoes. It'll make those pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to let Abby finish doing these last few. Let's get a little bit more in here. Oops. Our counter was clean ahead of time. That one needed, yeah, that was a big one. But we have lots of filling. Alright, so while Abby's finishing these off, I'm going to show you how to wrap them with our bacon. So I have our bacon slices, which we needed 6 slices of bacon. We have 6 jalapeno poppers, 6 slices of bacon, and I've cut my bacon in half. And so then we're just going to take our half pieces and make sure you use thin sliced bacon. You don't want thick sliced bacon because if you have thick sliced bacon, it's going to take a lot longer to cook. So thin sliced bacon will take about 20 to 30 minutes to cook. And sometimes they're a little hard to get them all the way around. This is let me use this small piece of bacon on a small popper. There we go. And try to wrap them all the way around if you can. And then we're going to set them on there. Set these here for Abby to finish.
I can't pack it down. It keeps coming up.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's... yeah, just kind of slide it. No worries. Abby's my little perfectionist over here.
It just wouldn't go in.
Yep, it wasn't working the way she was wanting it to work.
So I was pushing it down and all the cream cheese.
All the cream cheese was coming out. All right. Now sometimes, if you can't get these to wrap all the way around, you can stick a toothpick on them to hold them down. And then just take them out once they're done cooking. So we're just going to wrap these in bacon. Everything's better with bacon. Now my family like these so much and we go camping, so I bought a popper, barbecue popper holder. So it's kind of like a little cast iron tray or metal tray that has holes in it. So you can take your poppers when they're whole and you just cut the tops off and you put your stuffing in, and then you can top them with bacon, and then you can put them on the campfire. And then you can have these while you're camping. So that's another way to do that. Okay, so you want to wrap them? Do you see what I was doing with how I was wrapping those?
I did it before with Dad.
Oh, you've done it with Dad. Now, her dad makes these a little bit differently. He goes dove hunting every year, and he makes dove jalapeno poppers. So what does Dad put in his poppers?
He does cream cheese and dove.
The meat from the doves?
Uh-huh.
I know it probably makes somebody unhappy about that, but... Nope, you're not unhappy about that. And so cream cheese and the doves.
And then he wraps bacon around it.
And then he wraps bacon around them. And are those pretty good?
Yeah.
Now Abby has a lot of people in their family, so he has to make a lot of poppers. How many people are in your family, Abby?
10.
10 people. 8 kids and 2 adults. So you always have to have a lot. As a matter of fact, some of these poppers that I'm making today are going to go over to their house when I'm done. And my special videographer today, Katie, she's going to take some home too. And then I have more to make. We've got company coming tomorrow. So, are these extra? Okay, so these are a couple extra pieces of bacon. So,
This one's
that's a long one. Oh, you want another piece of bacon on there? Sure, why not? Okay, and so now that we've gotten those all wrapped, the last thing we're going to put on there, I'll take these gloves off for this because I don't need them for that, is, excuse me, we are going to top these with some brown sugar and chili powder. This is a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of chili powder. And so I'm going to mix these up here. So it gives it a little sweet and spicy kick on top. Do you like this part of it? It also makes it a little crispy on top of that bacon. You don't do this on the ones that Daddy makes?
No.
No. So do you like the dove ones better? Do you like these better? Or do you like them the same? You like them both because they're just different?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they taste the same to me because, like, there's just the bacon kind of, like, you can't really tell, like,
Okay, now we're just going to, you can't really tell? All
yeah,
right.
because there's meat in both, so it
There
doesn't
is.
really make
All
a
right, so
difference.
now we're just going to sprinkle this on top, this brown sugar and chili powder. Just sprinkle this on top of all these. Do you want to help me sprinkle?
Sure.
Okay. This just gives it a little extra sweet and spicy kick on top, which is pretty good. And now I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And these are going to take about 20 to 30 minutes to cook, depending on how crispy you like your bacon. If you want your bacon really crispy, let them go a little longer. If you like your bacon a little softer, take them off early. So just start checking them after about 20 minutes and just cook them until you have the desired consistency that you want. All right, so now these are going to go in the oven. Now, actually, yeah, I'll put these in the oven, but you don't have to put them in the oven. You can actually make these ahead of time, cover them up and put them in the refrigerator, and then pop them in the oven when you want to cook them. Just take them out and let them come to room temperature for about a half an hour or an hour before you put them in there. All right, so I'm going to pop these in the oven. And while these are in the oven, I've got some that are all done. I'll get those out. Oh, wrong oven. So I'll put those in there and let those cook for about a half an hour. And now I have some that are done that you can see what they look like when they are done. So we've got our poppers, our filling is nice and melted, the bacon is cooked nice and crispy, and you can see the sprinkle of the, now that one was coming off, so I stuck a toothpick in it. And then you can see the brown sugar has crystallized with the chili powder on top. And that's all there is for today. So these are our jalapeno poppers. Abby, do you want to try one?
Sure.
You want one right now? Okay. And tell us how they are. Okay.
They're really good.
Spicy or not so, or just meat or mild?
I think I got them.
You got a mild. Most of the ones I got from the store this time were mild. So, like I said, you can find this recipe at our website, RockyMountainLodge.com, and click on the recipes tab. And you can also get them in our cookbook, which you can get on the gift shop, RockyMountainLodge.com. Click on the gift shop tab and you can get this cookbook there. Enter the promo code Facebook Cooking and you can get $5 off the cookbook. And come back next week and we are going to be making some buffalo wings, some hot buffalo wings, which will be great. These things will be great for the Super Bowl party for your family. I know you can't have a great big old party right now, but you can make these for your family. And everybody will love them, and you will be the hit of the party. So, I'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody. Bye. Say bye, Abby.
Bye.